What's up, guys? It's me, Miss Silver 3. Today is October 27th. There's only 4 days left until Halloween. We have some great news. OMG, OMG, OMG. I saw the season finale of Switch at Birth. It was so good. But I'm not going to tell you any spoilers, but I am going to tell you about this cute article. Down syndrome and Switched at Birth ABC Families new kind of family hits home. Gavin Bell in the season finale of Switched at Birth, courtesy of ABC Family / Disney. Season 4 of Switched at Birth is coming to an end on Monday night, wrapping up some plots and providing an emotional capstone this season with a kiss, a departure, a new baby, and a tease for season 5, which was just announced. My attention has been entirely focused on that baby and his parents. A few months ago, Lily the baby's mother revealed that the fetus had been diagnosed with Down syndrome. As a disability rights journalist and father of a boy with Down syndrome, I've been hooked. Switched at Birth is a Peabody Award-winning family drama that airs on ABC Family, soon to be rebranded as Freeform. The show follows the lives of two families whose daughters, Daphne Vasquez and Bae Kenish, were switched at birth in the hospital. As teenagers, the switch is uncovered. The families meet and the stories unfold. Daphne is deaf, so questions of disability have always been at the center of the show, although the plot lines are often melodramatic. The show possesses uncommon depth that, thanks to its consistent focus on difference in identity. In a recent article on the history of ABC Family, Jackie Shine created Switched at Birth as the first show to make the channel's slogan, a new kind of family, mean what it implies today. The families that represent the full spectrum of diverse identities, less superficially wholesome and more meaningful, honest. I interviewed show creator Lizzie Weiss for the Mary Sue a few weeks ago. While the show was focusing on whether Lily would choose to have an abortion, Lily is a major supporting character, a Huron woman who is fluent in both British and American Sign Language. She became romantically involved with Toby, the youngest child in the central Kenish family, who for years has been charming and talented but immature. Conceiving the child has changed him for the better. In the episode, when Lily and Toby decide to keep the baby and try to be a couple again, Bae takes Toby to visit a school for children with disabilities. In that scene and those that follow, two things have been consistent. First, the show doesn't try to hide the challenges that Down syndrome can bring, but always demonstrates that shared humanity and love trumps superficial differences. Second, I get weepy. One recent scene in particular stands out. Lily is in the doctor's waiting room and sees another mother and child. The mother happily chats about her daughter and is such a great reader. Then reveals that she has an older girl who's a fantastic athlete. The mother's monologue is in many ways about recognizing sameness in your children, something Lily fears she'll never feel. I've lived this many times, most recently staying in a luxury apartment of a famous professor as he and his friend teamly competed in sorry competed in child accomplishment tennis, lobbing achievements of their kids back and forth as I quietly pour myself in the drink. In the resolution, Lily finds the strength to express her fears to Toby, talking about her denial, and together they move forward towards acceptance and understanding. In the hours after my son was born and diagnosed, I remember holding my wife and sobbing that it wasn't fair. Then, like this fictional couple, we began the journey from being overwhelmed by that difference between us and our child towards the recognition of all we share. I've never been seen that particular emotional fan drama once so vibrant in my memory play out before on TV. And now, as we revealed in the promo to the finale, the baby is coming. I spoke to Lizzie West about the Down syndrome plot lines and the time since Lily and Toby decided to have the baby. David Perry, obviously the first issues after Lily received her diagnosis was whether she would have an abortion. Once Lily decided to keep the baby, with Toby's support, what were the next things for the remaining episodes of the season? Lizzie Weiss says, after Toby and Lily's decision. The next piece was to have the family, particularly John and Bay, accept their decision and express support. The socks were meant to be a surprise and emotional way to have the family tell him that they were all in to help raise the baby. The next really important story is one of my favorites, was to show lingering doubts on Lily's part. I really wanted to be honest with the idea that just because you have made the decision to keep the baby, that doesn't mean the fears and insecurities are gone. I wanted to have Lily express sadness at what she wasn't going to have, a feeling of loss of what to expect. She expected parents to be. All of those sentiments that are so beautifully articled in Welcome to Holland, and to show her shame at having some thoughts, and they then have someone say, one, it's okay to feel that way. It doesn't make you a monster. This is a really new and scary, and you're not alone this way. Two, you might be surprised at all of the things that your child can do. And three, this is going to be your kid. And the Down syndrome part will come after this is my kid part. The baby shower was just a natural outgrowth of the story for us. What would happen next? The new mother would probably be thrown a shower. Okay, how would a baby shower for Down syndrome be different? Well, it probably shouldn't be any different, but would some guests feel anxious or sad or precious and say inappropriate things? Probably. Okay. Who would be most likely to say something completely inappropriate? Probably a woman of science. And then we realized we got to engage in a pretty interesting debate about injects and ask questions like, do we want to eradicate difference? Why? Is difference necessary a bad thing? Do we have to adhere to the notion that faster, stronger, smarter is better? And that's a really radical question that I'm proud to say I've never seen raised on any show. David Perry says, oh my god, this is a long article. I was stuck in the baby shower seeing how Catherine Kenish has become such an article and effective advocate on disability issues so much so that I went back and rewatched season 1, episode 1, and her reaction to Daphne's deafness. Can you talk a little bit about her development as a character over these seasons? Has John grown as much? That's such a delicate insight that you made, and frankly, being inside the story all these years, I haven't even really made the connection. Leah probably has, but it's true. She started off in the pilot completely freaked out by Daphne's deafness, but part of that was simply because she couldn't communicate with her daughter easily. Episodes later, she's just educated. That's all you really need. Education and an emotional tie to someone you love. Slimmer to what we're seeing in this country with gay marriage. The best way to change someone's mind is to know and love someone close to you who upends any stereotypes you had in the past and turns you into a passionate advocate for their rights. As for John, he's rough around the edges, but he's actually a very loving guy on the inside and an amazing dad. And I think he will defend his grandchild as staunchly as his wife once he meets him. David Perry, how does the show cast infant with Down syndrome, assuming that was a real baby? Lazy Weiss. Of course that was a real baby, and of course we cast a baby with Down syndrome. That's how we roll and switch to birth. It never crossed our mind to shoot that scene any other way. And the answer to how is just a function of our amazing production. Our UPM, Mary Church, got really involved in the story. It touched her, and she spent her weekends meeting families and going on that socks photo shoot. She and our line producer, Sean Will, who are responsible for these nuts and bolts of her production, found a range of newborns, and we chose Gavin Bell from Apple Valley. He was about 3 months old when we shot the episode, and he was paid actor scale. There is a talent agent who handles, I believe, almost exclusively actors with Down syndrome, so there's a system out there to find whoever you need. Gavin behaved utterly perfectly on the day we fell in love with him. David Perry says, what are some of the other disability-related stories you might like to tell in future seasons? Can you give us any hints on about what's to come? Lizzie West says, we were just handed a season 5, and I'm so thrilled So I'm excited to dive back into stories that deal with disabilities. I don't know yet what the exact arenas will be. My team and I will just see where the stories and the characters take us, but I do anticipate meeting the new baby as a little guy and seeing him become part of this amazingly diverse and family. Switched at Birth airs on ABC Family at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. David M. is a freelance journalist. Find his work at timethismess.net. Follow him on Twitter at LollardFish. Please make notes. Do you follow the Mary Sue on Twitter? Oh my god. This was such a great article. I think that having a baby with a disability is incredible. It teaches you so much about the diagnosis, and I was like, literally, the baby was so cute. Thanks, guys.